Hello, hello, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the return of Chrono Cross. We're listening to two songs, Shadow Forest and Fort Dragonia, requested by Puxer Prime, and kind of a weird turn of events. I actually have a bit of a sore throat for the first time in like 4 years, so I'm going to try to keep the chat to a minimum, but I have to do this video anyways, so... Okay, so Yasunori Matsuda. This is Shadow Forest. Sorry if I don't say much. I like the ambience so far. This reminds me of like late game in Final Fantasies, like Memoria or something. This is like what an upside down castle would sound like to me or something. But it's a forest. Two different melodies happening right now, left and right. Three melodies, four melodies. It's kind of messing with my head. Like the rhythm is like clashing. It's interesting though, because usually melodies that are different, well, I'll explain later, but the panning is basically what's making it like clash. Not in a bad way, but it's clashing. Basically, each one is like hard left or hard right, as opposed to like in the middle or 20% on each. So it's like both sides of my brain are working right now for once. And they're just repeating over and over and over. It's a very like lull. Is this kind of like a maze forest? Somewhere you get lost in? That's what it's giving me. It's giving me very like... yeah. Long forest dungeon. Probably at night or something. There's a place in Wild Arms that it's reminding me of, but I can't remember the name in Wild Arms. Oh, there's three melodies again. The little high ding 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 ding. Down the middle. Whoa, that was weird. Good. Very, very good, but weird. Excuse me if my voice breaks or something, but it's been a long day. Basically, I've kind of just accepted now, you know, as someone who's played Chrono Trigger and I've done a couple of Chrono Cross songs, I've just accepted based on a lot of comments that this is definitely not Chrono Trigger Part 2, you know, evident by the name Chrono Cross, but still, you know, because for a while I was comparing it, which I kind of had no choice, you know, because it's so rare that I even play a game here. So of course I had to compare it to, you know, Chrono Trigger, but it's really, man, it's really different. It's like, it's such its own thing. It's kind of wild. I wouldn't even guess it's related if I heard them blind. You know, the quality difference, the melodic structure difference. There's vocals in here. I don't recall right now if Trigger had any sort of vocal synth. I don't think it did. But either way, just saying, Chrono Cross is definitely its own. I just think they just belong in two different conversations, you know. Unless that one conversation is like really good soundtracks, you know what I mean? They're kind of hard. I don't know. The older I get, the less I compare stuff, because it's just why, you know. It's like it's clear they wanted to have them like coexist, I guess. And as a challenge to themselves, probably were like, let's do a different direction, let's do a totally different soundtrack. But you know, yeah. Anyways, so that being said, this definitely has its own kind of feel. I would say Chrono Cross has more of a, I don't want to say ambient, but it's got like this aura around it that feels a little mysterioso. There's just this air of what's happening, you know, like we're in this kind of weird dimension or something. Again, I don't want to compare, but I am aware that previously we went through like time. That was a big thing. Chrono went through different time periods. I'm assuming that happens here too, but this one is probably like, I don't know. It just gives me a darker vibe, I guess, basically. A lot of the songs just have a more of a minor feel. Yeah, you know, less emphasis on bass and grooves and more just like immersion, I guess. But the other thing I was going to say before I move on is that panning, right? The left and right thing. It's not totally foreign to have something hard left or hard right, but it's also not too common. So like for example, if you hear like harmonies together, they're usually either both down the middle stereo, or maybe like one is like 20% or 25% on each side. These are both like 100% right, 100% left. So I don't know, it's like, it's not a bad thing. I don't even think it's like a great thing either. It's just a thing. It's something that exists because I really feel like my brain is like working harder than usual when I hear songs like that, because I have to actively like mute to one side of my ear, you know, if that makes any sense. Like there'll be times where I focus on one side, and then there's times where I focus on both. And yeah, that was pretty much it. But you know, that's not also too weird for the Chrono series, because in Trigger, there was a lot of pendulum noises, that little ding, ding. And that was going between left and right all the time. So there's clearly some callbacks. But as far as that, I mean, it's called, what was it called? Something Forest? Shadow Forest? Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the equivalent to, I forgot the name of the forest in Trigger, but it's like the very beginning of the game. By the castle. But to me, this sounds more like, I don't know, just like the vibes of it gives off like late game and kind of maze-like place. And I'm really thinking of Memoria from FF9, if you know that. Listen to the song Memoria, and you'll get the same vibe, but just also the place. But I don't think it's that place at all, because it's a forest. Anyways, very cool. Sorry, like struggling here. Fort Dragonia. I don't know. Usually this requester is kind of off and on with songs being connected, so, and they don't tell me, which is cool. So I have no idea if this is related to the last song whatsoever. This is Fort Dragonia. That aura immediately hit. It's already there. Very nice. Dark and jazzy. Well, jazz chords, not jazzy. Ugh. Oh, maybe they are connected. They're both giving me that creepy feel. Maybe this is like a battle theme in that forest. No. Maybe. Who knows? I think this is one of those games, I don't know if I said it before, where I would rather probably watch it than play it. This is reminding me of Magus' Castle. I can't help but make comparisons. God, the audio difference is so night and day. It's crazy. We're getting into like Castlevania territory now. Cool timing on that. Ooh. That's sick. This is one of the better songs of Chrono Cross. This is one of those songs that stops you when you're playing, like, whoa, what is this? Yeah, this is one of the songs where you've been hearing the game for a while and all of a sudden you're like, damn, this soundtrack is good. And then you start remembering the ones previous. Yeah. One of those aha moments. Damn, we're going from jazz chords to organ to gothic sounds. Two songs with vocal stuff. That bass is reminiscent of the first game, though. That's so cool. It's like maddening a little bit, you know, like, where do I go? What do I do? Is this turn-based? I would look stuff up, but I don't have my phone on me. Okay. Damn. That was one of the more... Dude, let's just ignore everything that I was about to say, because it was just going to be whatever anyways. What I do want to say, as soon as I looked at the name, I'm like, dude, Yasunori Mitsuda, he's like a musical chameleon. I've heard him in Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, Xenoblade Chronicles, a game that I spent the past year and a half playing. He's not the main composer, but you know, his essence is in there. And I'm aware of what songs he's made. Just to give you an idea, if you never played Xenoblade, play Xenoblade, by the way. If you never played Xenoblade, it's mostly like a group of composers, like 3 or 4 people. And then like very few guest spots from Yoko Shimomura and Yasunori Mitsuda. So out of the main 3 games, he's probably made like, I don't know, just to give a guess, maybe like 10 songs or less. Someone correct me, but... for example, he has a song in Xenoblade 2 that plays in, oh god, I can't remember the name of it. It's a snowy area. Tantal, but not Tantal, but the place inside. Either way, if you do some research, you'll find it. It's got a music video on YouTube and everything. It's got like, I'm pretty sure it has like a bunch of views too. But I can hear that here years ago, you know, with this song that song could run. It's got that kind of almost like religious style of music. It's creepy, you know. There's an air of like, oh gosh, what's going on here? But either way, like, just what he's able to do and the soundtracks I've heard him in, it's just insane. You know? I don't know how much of a difference in technology and, technical stuff he had to learn between the, what was it, the NES? Super NES? To, the PlayStation, but either way, that was it's two different generations of stuff. And here I would never have been able to tell that was... See, the thing, what I'm trying to get at is this whole thing, if I heard blind, just someone put it in my ears and I don't know what it was, I wouldn't have guessed PlayStation. It sounds more advanced than a PlayStation 1, to be honest. I wouldn't have guessed Yasunori Mitsuda because he's a chameleon. I definitely wouldn't have guessed Chrono anything. Though I would have probably guessed JRPG. It just has a little bit of that in there. But still, it's just... That's what's really cool about, Chrono Cross. And I just saw recently, I don't know where I saw this. It was either a YouTube thumbnail or something. Probably, because that's where I spend most of my time. But I saw something like the PlayStation 1 was considered, the RPG machine of all time. Do you guys agree with that? Let me know. I don't even know where to even begin. But I think that was, the heyday of JRPGs. First thing that comes to mind is this. FF7, 8, 9... Legend of Dragoon. Legend of Legaia, I think. Wild Arms. I'm forgetting. I think Lunar was also there. Let me know. What do you guys and gals think of the best RPG console of all time is? Anyways, really cool. I have a feeling those two are related. Although, I don't know. I'm guessing the forest leads up to this... what was it called? I don't even remember what it's called. Fort Dragonia. Is it as simple as it sounds? It is a fort protected by a dragon. Let me know what's going on here. Really cool stuff. Damn, I can't remember that song in Xenoblade 2. But if you're curious, it's just type in Xenoblade 2 Lowlands? Shadow of the Lowlands, I think. Sorry, it's been a while. It's been a year. You'll find it. It's a really cool song. And it reminds me of this one a little bit. Kind of. Thank you to the requester, and thanks to everyone you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks you for watching, listening to my voice all messed up. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.